Hello there, guys. Just doing a quick review about the War Beastmen DLC that is coming from Creative Assembly for Total War Warhammer. Uh, there's multiple problems that I see with this main DLC personally. Uh, it looks good, especially the announcement trailer, what they're showing. But we've seen a few gameplays from the Twitch stream, from the videos, and there's been a lot of complaining, and for good reason. The main thing is the lack of unit. There's a lot of high-end, end-tier gameplay units that are missing. It's like the rooster from the tabletop is completely missing the point. It's basically as if with Empire, you didn't get like uh, I don't know, like Griffin Knight or fucking Steam Tank. It's basically you're missing the end of the game units, and it making a bit the faction bland. There's no flying units. The skeleton looks a bit bare. It's like it's a reskin. You even get the chaos spawn. You get hounds from chaos, and you also get chaos giants. It's like they're filling it with a bit of you know fillers since they didn't want to make the units. I understand it can be difficult, but it creates a dangerous precedent on the future DLC we're gonna get. We're gonna get more bare bone stuff because you have to consider the number 2 points, the price. For here in Canada, it's about 20 bucks. So now it's minus 10% for pre-order. So it's 20 bucks for basically a faction that is not complete and a campaign. The campaign is a single player one. It doesn't look so far that you can play it online. Maybe you will be able to play it in head to head. That's what I'm interested in mostly. But the problem I see is that you're basically the campaign is just fillers to justify pricing, while the whole faction is not complete. It's gonna be fun, obviously, because it's new content and we want that for Total War. Uh, which brings me to number three. The number three is about the new stuff inside the Grand Campaign, for example. You got the Erd thing, which is basically a copy and paste from WAG. It's the same thing as the green skin. It's you fight once you have 17 units or more, and you have to sustain that. You have to fight until your animosity or whatever thing you have to keep up above 80, and you're gonna get a free full herd. It's the same thing. There's no difference whatsoever in the functionality. Second thing is you're not getting any attrition. Okay, that's different from chaos when they're towards near. They get attrition. Now they don't. Big deal. Third thing, you have what they call is the forest, the forest movement through. It's basically when you're. It's the same thing as dwarf and greenskin. When you go underway, well now you're going through forest above the ground. Same thing. There's a few different things, obviously, which are really interesting um, that we can consider here. Is that, for example, the whole new stance that they're mostly moving in attrition, not attrition, sorry, but in ambush stance. This is pretty interesting. So they're adding a bit of new stuff. You have, like the new skeletons and all that. But overall, it's pretty bland, to be honest. It's difficult to justify a 18 to 20 bucks campaign, DLC when you don't have a fully fleshed out, uh, new race. While people were expecting much better, especially considering how well what Total War Warhammer made. It's basically the most fastest selling Warhammer ever to date, and that has to create some bonus for us as a customer, especially if you're gonna sell them 20 bucks. So I don't know. So far from what I've seen, the gameplay sounds fun. The race sounds fun. I'm gonna play it both in campaign and single player and multiplayer and head to head. I'm pretty sure I'll have plenty of fun, like the lore of beasts, which sound pretty cool. It's pretty new. You can spawn new units. You have new lords. But for example, stuff like Malakor not flying, he has wings but he cannot fly because it would be too complicated to make a new spell or a stance or whatever. This is the kind of stuff that kind of makes us feel like they're rushing stuff, even though they have money and they should be able to play it. As a customer, if we just buy it, well, in the end, what's gonna happen is that they're just gonna strip stuff over and over again. We're just gonna have more bland stuff, less completed stuff for more higher price because they can sell it and we're buying it. So why would they do the efforts if we're still buying it? But yeah, I'm eager to see what's gonna be the final product. I just hope that it might be able to send a message to Creative Assembly about what's gonna happen with all of those things that they're doing with DLC. Chaos has been a very debated subject. The pre-order that only Chaos could get the end of it, but I don't know. It's we'll just wait and see and see if we can enjoy ourselves. So thank you for watching, guys. And if you have any like questions or if you have any stuff you might have add to the subject, well, I'll gladly to just read your comments and I'll just answer anything you have. So thank you very much. Take care, guys. Echo of Total War out.